Good day, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen of all ages. I'm Chuck from Coppercoins. You guys should know me. Is anybody home? Not seeing anything in the chat yet. It takes a minute for it to load sometimes. Hello, Steve. Here we are. We do have activity. Jim, get started. They have activity. Kenny Stevens, Coin Dragon, Wild Bill, how are you guys doing? Okay, what I've got here today is, let me put my doctor's gloves on. Surgical procedure here. A roll of 1956 proof. Lincoln cents. Must be handled with special care. The gloved fingers. Hello, Ant. Ramon Juan. Jeff Dunn. See, there's a few of you who actually have spots in this roll. There's my names right there. All the 50 spots are counted for. And I have counted these. And I'm going to put them in my bag, which is... It's empty, 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 empty. Okay. Hi, Joe McBride. I am feeling better. I've had a big issue with my blood pressure over the last couple of days. Can't seem to keep myself alive without medication. I guess that's how things work. Here is our roll. 1956. Proof. Lincoln cent roll. I have merely poured these out to count them and see what we have inside the roll. And now I'm going to empty them onto the pad. There we go. 1956 proof Lincoln cents. Okay. My camera is not really pointed in the right direction up here. I want it to be a little bit more over that way. There we go. I think that's the way I wanted to go. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out later. No, I didn't want to go that way. I wanted to go this way. Oh, I'm such a princess. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what it's called. But I woke up early in the morning. It was probably 5:30 in the morning. That's not early to a lot of you, but it is to me. And I woke up at about 5:30 in the morning. And I woke up because I wasn't feeling well. And I went into the bathroom. My wife was in there getting ready for work. And I told her I was feeling really bad. And I sat down on the floor, and I was really cold and clammy, and had a little trouble getting back up. And she took my blood sugar. My blood sugar was, I don't know, like 100 or something like that. It wasn't too far off of normal. And then she took my blood pressure. My blood pressure was 80/61. I'd say it's pretty low for people like me. But Stephen Elliott, I missed the Q&A as well. The Q&A is something I can't do anymore, and the primary reason I can't do it anymore is because I don't have the equipment. I don't have the proper equipment to do it, evidently, because I have trouble broadcasting using the software that they broadcast with on that particular stream, and I attempted to host it. I can't host it. I attempted to join. I could not join. I've not been able to join without flickering very badly and being a disruption to the entire stream. So I've decided that I'm just going to stop doing it. But Jeremy, I'll have to go back and take a look for your email. I'll do a search for it and I'll respond to you. And Stephen, I'll be waiting for your email as well. And hello, Thomas. I'm hoping I don't miss anyone. Ant, 35 1 centimeters Brown, probably a 65, 66. Trench in the field with no furrows. It's squiggly like a hair. Yes, it could be a struck through. Hello, Todd. My other camera is zoomed in too far, I think. But still yet, you can barely see this roll of beautiful proof coins I have here. But I do have the names in the bag. Let's go ahead and get going. I'm going to pull the first name out of the bag. Well, I pulled two because I have gloved hands. There we pull one name, and Majestic. Majestic will get the first coin in the roll, and we'll take a look at it now. Okay, I'm going to have to move the chat because it's covering up my view. Then I'm going to have to zoom this in so I can see better. Then I'm going to have to focus this so I can see it at all. There we go. We're a little better now. Hello, Stephen Dallas and Hawkeye. Okay, what we're looking for on 1956 proof cents is a few different things. There's a really, really nice double die obverse we could be looking for. And what it's going to show up as is pretty nice doubling, especially in trust, but throughout the obverse. We could be looking for doubled eyelids. Now, we don't know of any doubled eyelids yet on the 1956 proof, but there are some on the 1956 Philadelphia and Denver. So, given that, there's some chance that we could be finding something on the proof coins. And then, the other thing that we're looking for, which I kind of doubt we're going to find because, well, these haven't been gone through for necessarily for die varieties, but I'm sure that someone has already checked them for cameo. And if we could find a 56 proof Lincoln cent with full cameo, we'd be doing pretty good. Now, what I'm looking for on the reverse is especially doubling any pluribus unum. And I'm looking for a particular few doubled dies that show real strong doubling to the south on America. All the doubled dies for 1956 proof Lincoln cents are scarce, if not rare. Okay, this particular one does not have anything on it. So I'm going to use my fumble fingers and gloved hands to mark this one for Majestic and set it off to the side. Let's see who's got number 2. Coin number 2 belongs to Joe McBride. Well, Joe is here. So, Joe, this coin's for you. Let's see what we have. Oh, we have a little bit of cameo on the date, but we don't on the bust. The bust is generally where you lose it. You lose your cameo on the higher points of the bust last. The low points, like right in front of the eye and in the pit of the ear, the places that are lower on the design, higher on the die, wear off first. So you have a little cameo in the lettering, but to have a little cameo is nowhere near enough. You have to have the entirety of all of the devices on the coin, obverse and reverse, must be cameo in order for a coin to grade cameo. And for them to be cameo, you see how in the pits between the grains here you have real shiny area? You can't have that on a cameo. Cameo must be cameo throughout. Only thing that's allowed to have any shine on a cameo coin is the fields. Which, these do have plenty of shine, but we have no double die. Of course, we're not looking for repunch mint marks here. All right, that one's Joe McBride. Coin number 2. Let's see who gets coin number 3. Hey, Bulldog. Bulldog is going to get one of the double dies for 1956 because we ran it at the auction last week, and he was the winner. Got one of the really nice obverse double dies that shows in the motto. Very, very scarce. I'm looking to see if we can find anything remarkable in this to discuss. So far, I have not found anything remarkable. And I expect that since these rolls have not been gone through for any sort of varieties, there's some chance we could run into something. So I'm very hopeful. It's like I said, folks, if I could produce 50 double dies here for everybody and send them out, I would be more than happy to do that, because that's exactly what I want. My success comes from your success. Maybe I should put that on the wall. My success comes from your success. Well, Mr. Hampton got himself a normal 1956 proof Lincoln cent. For those of you joining who did not get in on this roll, these coins were $5 a piece. You pay for them prior to opening the roll. In fact, you pay for them at the end of the Tuesday night auction. And this was limited to 3 spots per person. And they sold out pretty much immediately. We are going through a roll of 1956 proof Lincoln cents that were, of course, not mint rolled, because you don't mint roll proof coins. Proof coins always came out in sets. Hello, Blues. And we got nothing on that side. What do we have here? Looks like we've got nothing on that side. They're relatively clean coins, though. I mean, they're not scratched up. And sometimes when you buy rolls of coins, they end up throwing a few really badly hairlined coins that have been wiped into the rolls for you, just to give you something worth less. It's not the case on these so far. They're all nice, clean coins. They all appear to be proof 65 or better. So, Taco John. Taco John has coin number 4 in the roll. Hello, Penny Parent. Nice to see you this afternoon. Jeff Dunn gets the next coin. Let's see what's on the next coin for Jeff Dunn. See just a little bit of cameo as I'm getting ready to slide it under here. See, here's a coin with a little bit of cameo remaining. See those concentric circular die scratches? Now you can see that there's a little cameo on the high points, like on the beard and on the cheek, on the high point of the shoulder. But you can see that there's just too much shiny stuff, like especially in the pit in front of the eye and the pit of the center of the ear, to call this a cameo coin. But we have, relatively nice cameo in the lettering and on the date. Just so we couldn't get lucky enough to get the cameo all the way throughout the field, or all the way throughout the devices on the obverse, the bust. And the reverse here, about the same. We've got nice cameo on the upper parts of the design, but the lower pits of the design, which are the upper parts on the die, getting a little shiny. So they don't count as cameo. And I'm wondering if maybe I might be seeing a minor double die here. I think I'm going to have to zoom in and see if I'm looking at possibly a minor double die here. Okay, I'm going to have to readjust my scope. There we go. Now let me look. I tell you what, boy, if it's there, it's real minor. I thought I was seeing something a little bit better than this. The only reason I say if it's there is it looks like that dot could be slightly elongated. What we're looking for is the dot to be elongated toward the rim. And then we're looking for the doubling to exist in the E and the PL, especially V pluribus. There it is right there. Yeah, we do have a little bit of doubling. You can see it on the outer edge of the wheat lines. So that is a bit of a double die. If I can photograph that, I'll list it. If I can't photograph it, then it's going to be just a 2 minor. But we do have our first little double die. Our itty bitty double die. Let's go take a look at the other side. See what we have over there. No doubling on this side. So it's really basically just on the left side of the design. Take a look up here and see if I can see any doubling at all. Just a little tiny bit right there in the center of the M. But man, there's just nothing on those wheat lines over there. As opposed to these wheat lines, you can see a pretty nice little ridge line over there. So your doubling's mostly on the left side on this one. This one's Jeff Dunn. You can always see who has the coin right here. Yep. So that's going to be Jeff Dunn's coin. And I did see the minor double die in there. So chalk one up for the Penny Whisperer that he noticed something like that. Alrighty then. Coins for Amateurs. How you doing, brother? Alright. Jeff Dunn gets himself a double die reverse. I'm going to set this to the side, take a better look at it later, see if I can attribute it to a known die. If I can't, I'll list it as a new one. And the thunder rolls. Let's go on to the next coin. Next coin will go to Copper Kingdom. Put that on there and see what it looks like under the scope. Let's get her focused just a little better. Actually, I'm going to use this knob for that. I think that makes a better fine tuner for focusing. If I was a good fine tuner of focusing myself. There we go. All right. No cameo on this one. We do have a little bit of cameo on some of the lettering. And nothing else to be seen on that side. Let's take a look over here. Let's see what we see here. Now we know a little bit more about what we're looking for, right? Just a little bit of doubling up there, and it was slightly visible. But man, it turned out to be a double die for sure. So now I'm all possessed and obsessed about looking harder. Because the thing about proof rolls, when you're going through proof rolls, everything is a 1-to-1. Because these came out of proof sets that were all minted at different days at different times, every single die in this roll could be a different die. You could have 10 of the same die, or you could have all different dies. When you get an original roll, this is Andrew O'Neill, when you get an original roll of mint state coins, you're going to end up with clustering of dies. You're going to have 6, 8, 10 of the same dies in the roll, where when you start getting a double die, you're going to see a number of that same double die in that roll. This is not the case with proof rolls. Proof rolls are simply 1-to-1. They are all put together rolls, which can be a lucky thing because we've saved ourselves hundreds and hundreds of dollars on proof sets, Franklin half dollars and silver quarters and silver dimes, to get ourselves this nice little roll to go through. And all we get to look at is the pennies, and that's what we want. That's all we want to look at. Penny Parent, I don't know that I can actually click on that and do anything with it right now. Let me try, though. If I lose you guys, we're just going to have to start over on a new stream. Okay, I see it. Okay, let's get his coin back out. I'm looking for... let me see. Let me go into studio mode here and see if I can get this to work. Oh, I've still got the wrong title on this video. That's not good. Chuck. Let's do this right. This is reveal number 29. We'll be doing 28 later. And this is a 1956p proof roll. Okay, now we've got that taken care of. I'm going to do this. And we're going to look at my website, coppercoins.com. And we're going to see that we have a little bit of doubling on the top of the P and the top of the R. And there's a little bit of doubling in the other letters here. And you can see just a little bit on the left wheat. You can see those lines. We're going to look for this. And this is going to be our sole marker that we're going to be able to use. And then possibly this, to see if we can at all identify this double die. Let me pop Andrew O'Neill's coin in his flip. Put his name in there with it. What's this? 1DR003, huh? Now let me get this coin back out here, stick it under the scoop, and see what I see. Yeah. Okay, as it appears, the coin that I have here is earlier dice date than the coin that we're trying to identify to. And I'm not seeing any part of the markers. So I will have to see if there's some chance that I have better images, different images, or a coin itself for die number 3, so that I can try to do a good once over and figure out what I'm working with here. But that's what I've got. Sorry. There's just nothing. There's nothing here that I can identify that by. I was looking for that marker up in the field above the L of Liberty. Doesn't seem that there's anything there. And then I was looking on the reverse side here at the T of States. I mean, at the T of United. The T of United should have like a little die gouge off the side of it, and it doesn't appear that I'm seeing anything here. Yeah, I got nothing to go on here, so we're because there's a lot of pitting in the die on the other one. I'm not sure what we're going to end up with as far as markers are concerned to be able to use to identify this one. Jim Fletcher, I'm using a Dino light. Pretty nice scope. You have to have the eyes to be able to focus this stuff, though, because it's not an autofocus scope. Okay. Well, I will research this one a little bit better lately. Let's just say, to be safe enough, Jeff Dunn does definitely have a double die here. Whether or not we have a double die that's going to be one that's already been identified or one that I'm going to have to identify as a new one, then we'll just see. Okay. Next coin. Levels of Madness. Levels of Madness gets this one. What do we see on this one? Let me get out of studio mode here real quick so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. We need a little bit of a focal adjustment here. Well, looks like so far we have a relatively normal coin. Let's flip it over and see what we have on the other side. Yeah, most coins look double until you put your glasses on. That's why my glasses are sitting on top of my head. They're there for emergency purposes. In case I happen to lose my cool, I can throw my glasses on and figure out what's going on. I'm especially looking at any lines that are perpendicular to the flow lines or parallel to the rim. So for instance, the top of the E, the top of the P, that horizontal bar on the L. I'm looking at all those areas for extra thickness or any separation lines that actually show doubling. And that's what you're going to see most often when you're looking at wheat reverses, especially proof wheat reverses. Say that 3 times real fast. Proof wheat reverses. It's not easy. And that's where we're going to be looking for any of the oddities for doubling. Any of the lines, the extra thickness. Extra thickness is usually going to mean doubling of some sort. Adam Chambers. Adam, sir, this coin is for you. Looks like we have a little bit of cameo going on this one too, but it's not going to be enough to make that difference. This one actually looks almost like the same die that we've run into before, because it has those swirly marks around the face. I think, wasn't there a chance, wasn't that the die that had the now see, there's your good marker right there. You've got those little die scratches coming off the front of the vest into the field. That's not very normal for a proof coin, but it does happen. See if there's any chance this was the same double die. I think it is. Yep, sure is. You can see just right there, I think we've got the same die as the other. I remembered it because of the little bit of cameo on the obverse. But you're going to remember it because of this. You got that doubling just on the outside edge of the left wheat hairs, lines, whatever you want to call them. Jeez, Chuck, come on. There. I have to learn how to use my scope. This is the Dynolite Edge. Dynolite Edge. Very nice microscope. There's that doubling. Now let's go on around and see what we can follow. I do see extra thickness in the E. And there's that little bit of a split on the dot. I don't think this is the same die you were showing me, Penny Parent, because I don't see any separation like on the R. Well, there is separation right there on the R. You can see that on the top half of the R. There it is on the very top of the B. You can see just a shift in the color. A little shift in the color. Right there. It's a happy little double die. There it is right there on the top of the S. And when I say top, I mean top of the letter, not the top of what you're looking at. You're looking at it upside down. Can you see it on the top of the M? Right there. Let me get this focused a little bit better. It's actually change that much in relief as you go across the coin. Now here I'm seeing that's machine doubling right there. That's what machine doubling looks like on a proof. Looks like it's all pancaked out and smushed out. I don't really see it on the O of 1. Maybe just a little tiny bit of it. If you come back across, there's your E again. And there's your left wheat lines. Show it right there. Right there. Okay, I'm going to zoom back out. If Chucky's gloved fingers can do this. That's why I'm a little slow on the mount today here. Because, gloves. I don't do gloves. But on proof coins, I do. So, Adam got himself a nice little minor double die, a reverse, which appears to possibly match Mr. Dunn's coin. Possibly. We'll look for markers that match between the two, as I'm working on trying to attribute one or the other or both. And that's going to be coin number 9 in the roll. Let's see who gets coin number 10. Coin number 10 goes to Levels of Madness. Levels of Madness. Let's see what you got there, brother. Ooh, spotty. Got just a bit of ick on this one. It's kind of a bummer. Don't have anything on the obverse to toot our horn about. Let's see what's on the reverse. Well, it does have some interesting color. The interesting color comes with the fact that there's, well, some minor issues with the surface of the coin. Okay, we've got nothing else on this one. No double die. Yeah, look at the coin. It probably, you'd be lucky to get a 63 out of this one. That happens once in a while. Bummer. Green and purple. Oh, wait. Let's put levels back in here. I promise I won't try to sing again. I have a perfect face for radio and a perfect voice for a soundproof room. Mr. McBride. There we go. Mr. McBride. What does Mr. McBride get? Well, we've got no cameo on this one. Appears to have no doubling on the obverse. It's not a bar L, I don't think. I'm pretty sure it's not. Looks like a little hit on the bottom of the L. Or maybe a little dot of something there, but it's not consistent with the shape of a bar L. Let's take a look at the reverse. Let's see what we have on the reverse. Okay. Am I seeing something here? The lighting on this scope really doesn't bode well for doing proof coins, so sometimes I'm going to have to zoom in and take a better look at stuff just to see if my eyeballs are catching good or catching something else. What I thought I saw was a little doubling on the bottom of these letters. That's not what I saw. Sometimes when I know that there's something that I could be looking for and I'm looking through a roll, I kind of lose focus on exactly what I'm trying to find. So I'll go back to my references and I'll actually take a look at my references to get my eyeballs adjusted to what I'm actually looking for. So there could be a chance that I actually find one because, well, it's like I get kind of unused to the idea of looking for one particular double die or another. And see, this is a normal one here. That's what it would normally look like. There's no doubling out there. And that's what I'm saying about the bottoms of these letters. There's no doubling down there. But I thought maybe I was seeing doubling because, well, I'm not quite refreshed on exactly what the different double dies of the reverse, lower reverse look like. But I know we have them. I know they exist. So I continue to look for them to see what I can see. Okay, Mr. McBride gets a normal coin. That's number 11. Here's coin number 12. Coin number 12 goes to Mr. Wolf. Mr. Wolf is new to the family. Congratulations for your acceptance into our clan, Mr. Wolf. I hope you're just as weird as the rest of us. Let's see if we found anything good for you. Let's see, I'm seeing nothing so far. There's a nice clean coin. Relatively spot free. Mid-die state for a proof. Looks like a proof 65 or better. And not seeing anything on this one right off the bat. Where am I? Kind of hard to tell sometimes what exactly I'm looking at, so I'm going to zoom in on this one to see. I usually use the ERICA of America as my focus point on the slightly more minor double die reverses. There's a few different ones. This one appears, see that teardrop fashion to the, it's like it's stretched over a little bit. Look at this. How the corner on the E is not necessarily a corner. And you could follow that over to the M. How the corner is not necessarily a corner. That's kind of what I'm looking for, but I thought I was looking for something a little more. I know there's one that's massive, and there's a few of them that are a lot less than massive. I'll have to check this one. I'll have to check this one carefully and see. Most of those also have doubling in the lower wheat. I don't see any doubling there. No doubling on this side for sure. I probably got a false alarm. I'll check it. I'll check it anyway. I'm going to be going back through every one of these coins, taking another look at them to make sure that I did see what I saw, whether it's a normal coin or a double die. Damn gloves. Sorry, kids. Okay. That's for Mr. Wolf. Let's see what coin number 13 has to bring us. Who belongs to coin number 13? Bulldog. Bulldog. Let's see what Bulldog gets. Ooh, got a spot in the 9. That's active. I'll have to work on taking that out for you. Okay. Are those die scratches? No, they're hairlines. Looks like there's a few hairline scratches in this one. Let's see what we got on this side. Well, looks like a normal one. Thanks, Penny Parent. See you next time. Tell Tyler happy birthday. Tell him to grow up. I always tell people that for their birthday. Why don't you grow up? It's the only time you can say it, and people are happy. Hey, Coin Junkie. Okay, let's see what else I got going on here. Oop, I got 2 of them there. Let me split one of them away. Okay. Benjamin Marler. Benjamin Marler gets the next coin in the roll. It's coin number 14. I'll take my brightness down just a tad. That doesn't blind us with the brightness of the coins. Nothing on that side. Looks like a nice clean coin. So hopefully we'll run into something. You know, like maybe a double die or who knows. Double die would be really cool. Nothing there. If we find what I'm looking for down there, you guys are going to immediately know why I'm looking at the ERICA of America. Because if we get one of those, bam. That's not only money, but it's also going to slap you right in the face. Let's see who's next. Who's next? Midnight Silver Run. Well, let's put this one under the scope and see what we have. What do I see there? No way. No? It looks like there's a little hub doubling in the date on this one. Looks like it anyway. Oh, that's eject doubling. There's a little bit of eject doubling on this one. I'm going to take a better look at it anyway. So I thought I saw something. You can see it right there on the inside of the 9. Let's go take a good look at that. Okay, let's do a fine-tune adjustment, and that is machine doubling. It's machine doubling because it doesn't add anything to the overall width of the letter. There's a little tiny bit of it at the top of the 1, otherwise none, and there's none really on the 5. So something caught on the 9 to cause it to do just a little tiny bit of scoot doubling as it was being ejected from the machine. And that's what we're seeing. Here's a little on the 6. So you have it on the 9 and the 6, but not on the 5. That wouldn't be possible with a double die. A double die is going to show on all the lettering. In that same area, anyway. So that's what we got there. Definitely not a double die, unfortunately. Let's flip it over and see the other side. See if we get any luckier on the other side. Huh? This is one of them. I think this is a double die here. Oh, let's see. I'll take a better look at it here. Nope. Again, very wishful thinking. Let's go check the wheat while we're zoomed in. The precision of a surgeon I do not have. So I'm sorry for making you watch this part. There are air sick bags in the seat pocket in front of you. Okay, nothing going on here. Let's zoom back out so we can see the next coin when we put it under the scope. Otherwise, we'll be looking at one letter and one letter only. There we go. Okay, well, sorry, Midnight. Thought we had something there for a sec. This is a special roll, folks. I've only seen rolls of 1956 proof cents on a very infrequent basis throughout my entire life. So, this is Andrew O'Neill. Let's see what Mr. O'Neill gets. And just a little bit of cameo left on the letters on this. Flip it over on the other side and see what we got. I turned it upside down. It makes it easier to see with the shadowing going that direction. Nothing there. And nothing down there. So we have a normal coin. It's coin number 16 in the roll. We're less than halfway through the roll, and we found 2 minor double dies already. And let's see what we got for coin number 17. Sissy Atwell. Let's see what we got, Sissy. Okay. Nothing on that side. Let's take a look at this side. And nothing down there. Do we have anything on the wheat up above? No. Let's follow through to the right side. Not seeing anything. Another normal proof coin for Sissy Atwell. On to coin number 18. Joe McBride. Let's see what Mr. McBride gets. Couple little swirly marks here and there. Those aren't really scratches. There's a spot on the E. Because they're extremely tiny. Hello, Robert Folk. Let's see what we got up here. Nothing up my sleeve. Nothing on the coin. Okay. Well, Mr. Bragg gets himself a normal coin. $19.56 proof Lincoln cents. Now the big double die reverse I'd be looking for comes in the Type 2 sets, which have the valuable Franklin half dollar. They've got the Type 2 reverse on them. And people chase after those, not even knowing that the Lincoln cent in the same set is probably a double die, because they're often paired together. So your Type 2 Franklin is difficult to find. Well, guess what? This really nice double die reverse Lincoln cent is really hard to find too. So if we get one, it'll be a new story. It'll be a story for sure. Okay. And we got nothing on that one. Taco John's first normal coin, I think, out of the roll. That's coin number 19. Let's see. Taco John gets the next one, too. How about that? Let's see what Taco John gets. Yeah, for those of you who might have just joined us, we're looking through a roll of proof 1956 Lincoln cents that were put together by a dealer who doesn't search for varieties. And this roll's been together for quite some time now, so we're going through it for the possibility there could be double dies in it. Some of the double dies that we're looking for are actually FS listed, cherry picker recognized, and they can be slabbed through PCGS for a hefty premium. Not to PCGS, but for you. The people involved in this roll, whose names I'm drawing from a bag at random, purchased these coins prior to the roll being opened at $5 a piece. $5 is actually cheap for a 56 proof cent. So their chance of finding a double die, along with the fact that they're already going to get a proof coin, because all of these coins, this is not one of those things where I draw and you get little prizes based on how many points I have or whatever. This is a roll of coins that I sold. And I sold the roll of coins to the people who purchased spots in this roll. So CM Silver gets this one, and this coin belongs to CM Silver regardless of what it is going to him. Looks like this one is not the best example of a great coin. There are some spots on this one. But we do once in a while get spotty coins. We do once in a while get damaged coins. But we've also found some goodies in these. Specifically in this roll, we've already found a couple of double dies, and this looks like yet another one. It is. This is a double die, and this one looks like it could be a little different from the others. Looks a little bit stronger than the other two that we found so far. Let me get this focused in really well, and then you can see exactly what I'm talking about. You see that second image to the outside edge of the wheat? And then if I follow it up here, you can see that there's extra thickness on the E, on the dot, on the P, L, A little bit of extra thickness on all of these letters. You can actually see a little ridge line at the top of the B. Should be one at the top of the R. Yep. This appears to be, it could be, the same die that we've already seen a couple of other times. Although this one may be different because it does appear that there's better doubling on the right side. You can see a little doubling on the right side here as well. So that tells me that this is a different die. Just initially, let's look at the T of United to see if we have that interesting little die gouge that we found on the marker list. I don't see anything here so far as that marker is concerned. I'm looking on the wrong letter. I don't see it here anyway. I just need to learn how to spell a little bit better. So let's go back up and look at the doubling one more time real carefully and real closely and quickly before we move on to the next coin. But I will be looking at this in much better detail later. And get this turned down just enough so that we can actually see the details and put it back in focus right there. You see it right there on the outside 2 lines of the wheat. You can see that little canyon running right through the middle of them. And that's your doubling. You can also see it on other areas. If I got this, you can see it on the right there on all of them. Now, when I zoom out, you'll be able to see it again, but you'll be able to see it a little more clearly. So I get my lighting turned down just a little bit here. Come on. Play nice. There, see, you can see it on the outer edge of all of the wheat lines. You can see how the horizontal parts of the E are actually thicker than the vertical parts of the E. That is another sign that you have a double die. You see a little separation on the L there. A little bit on the top of the B. So we definitely have a minor double die reverse going on here for CM Silver. Congratulations, CM Silver. I'm going to knock this one off to the side with the others, and I'm going to attribute all 3 of them and figure out what we've got going on. Turns out to be a new die. I'll get it listed. So we got 3 double die, 3 minor double dies out of this roll so far. Pull for coin number 22. We'll go to Majestic. Coin number 22 to Majestic. And we're having just a little bit of cameo on the date. Nothing on the bust. See, nothing in the lettering and the motto. Nothing on Liberty. Let's take a look at the reverse side, see what we see there. Let's see if I can get this angled just a little bit better for the lighting. Hang on a second. Okay. Sometimes these proof coins just create more issues with your lighting than they help resolve, for sure. And well, you've got to be able to really see what you're doing with these in order to have any chance of finding the more minor double dies, because, well, I'm pretty sure some of you had no idea what I was looking at when I said, oh, yep, we have a minor double die. Well, sometimes they're not really hard to miss at all. All right. Well, we have a normal coin here from Majestic. That's coin number 22. At coin number 23, let's see what we get. Well, Adam Chambers. Adam gets coin number 23 in the roll. Let's see what happens here. You know, we have colors. We have colors and a little bit of haze. We have some cameo, but not enough. Now see right out there in front of the eye how you've got a shiny spot? That's not enough cameo to call this a cameo proof. It's a decent proof coin. It's just not cameo. Cameo would make it a quite scarce one. Well, let's see what we have. Now the cameo proofs are a little bit easier to see the details of doubling, or at least the partially cameo ones, because the doubling tends to stand out better than it would with the real shiny ones. Okay, we got nothing going on that one. It is a really nice coin. I mean, just to back up and look at it, it is a nice coin. So you guys are seeing these things at, oh, I don't even know, hundreds of times the size of a normal coin. And you're looking at these saying, my gosh, how horrible can you possibly look? But you have to realize, anything you look at with an electron microscope is not going to look the same as when you're looking at it, holding it in your hand. Here, Benjamin Marler gets the next coin in the row. What does Benjamin Marler get? Well, it's a 1956 proof cent. What do you know? Oh yeah, that's all of these coins are 56 proof cents. Got nothing on that side. Let's see what we got over here. Do have some color, some toning. Not seeing anything particular in the way of doubling. We have ourselves a normal coin. This one does have a little toning at the top. Kind of interesting gold toning. Alright, that's Mr. Marler's coin. Let's see what we get next. Midnight Silver Run. Now, some people might ask, with the double dies, you got like a 1956 vintage is, well, hundreds of millions of coins, I would think. A 1956 proof vintage is roughly 1 million coins, somewhere around 1 million coins. So you got far fewer coins with the proofs than you do with the regular business strike coins. So would that make double dies for the proofs more scarce than for the normal coins? And I would answer, what a great observation. Yes, it would. It makes the individual double dies much more scarce than double dies that you would find on business strike coins. As an example, there are double dies known for the 1956 Lincoln cent, which are far more common. Oh, what do we have here? Bam. Is that? Nah, let me take a good look at it. All right, we're going to have to zoom in again. As my zoom scope. There are some double dies known where there's hundreds of them known and graded and or just attributed. But then there's this one looks like a little bit of a class 6 double die reverse. But I'm not seeing it in the lower wheat stem. Yeah, I am. Just a little. It looks like this one could be a minor double die reverse. You can see a little bit of a dark line running right through my light area on the relief. So I'm thinking that could be something really minor. It could be there. It could be something to investigate. So I'm going to set it off to the side and see what we're looking at. Let me put this in better focus so I can see what's here when I turn it around. Hang on. Close your eyes, close your eyes, close your eyes. Now open them. Let's see. I got no doubling up there. So this could be a minor double die. So I'm going to stick it off to the side just in case. But with the proof double dies, especially the really nice ones, typically you're going to find that there are under 100 known, sometimes 200 known of different dies. That makes them quite scarce. So, especially like the really nice double dies, those things can be really tough to find and very expensive when you do. Here's DN. Okay, I'll put you back in focus here. Well, DN's coin is showing us that it's kind of like most of the rest. Sort of normal, yet proof. Let's see what we've got up here. We have any hub doubling on the reverse? No, not up here. And let's look in this area. See what we come up with. See, that one looks a lot like a couple of the others that I've seen. There could be some minor doubling going on there. I'll just go through the whole roll again, as I do with all of them, but these proof coins will be fun. Set this one off to the side. 669,384. Thank you, Jim Fletcher. Well, Deanne gets the next coin as well. See if we get any luckier with this one, Deanne. Oh, holy crap. Shabam. Major double die. Look at that, folks. Yep, this is the cherry picker listed one. This is DDO number 1, FS 101. You can see extreme extra thickness. Look at the bottom leg of the R there. Yeah. These things, depending on grade, can bring hundreds of dollars. Very, very nice. Yeah, just look how thick that date is. Snap. Oh, Penny Parent's going to hate missing this one. There we go. Good view in the light. Wow. Man, that thing's stupid nice. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I wanted to go through one of these 56 rolls. All right, these are not known to have double die reverses, but we'll flip it over and we'll take a look at the reverse anyway, just to be sure. One way or the other. Oh, Deanne is actually here. Deanne, you just got yourself a super nice coin. We'll look for doubling on the reverse. We'll play the game, but I don't think we're going to find any. Nope, nothing on the reverse, but man, FS 101. Who wants to look up the value of an FS 101 in proof 64? Proof 64, I'd say. Smashing. Fabulous. It is, isn't it? The one in the date? That's super. You get all that extra thickness. At the top of the 6. There's like almost 2 tops to the 6. Okay, Mr. Dunn. I'll take a look at it. I do still have some orders to fulfill because I was working on that when, well, I came down with an inability to work for a couple of days. I wasn't really up here doing much of anything from Friday through yesterday. Okay, Deanne gets a super coin. This is coin number 27. Oops. Let's get you in the flip. Get Deanne's name in the other side. There we go. There you go. All right then. Proof 66 Levels of Madness says $125. So I'm thinking probably at least $50. Copper Kingdom gets the next one. What does Copper Kingdom get? Let's hope the rest of the roll is filled with stuff like that, because that stuff makes a roll really interesting to look at. Now, so you can see from this, what you just saw was very unusual. And I'm not seeing anything special on this one, on this side. So we'll have to flip over and take a look at the other side. Mr. Dunn, mine wasn't a bug. I wasn't actually sick. I was basically ill from blood pressure issues. Been having trouble staying awake and been having trouble with my blood pressure. And the other day I had a pretty serious issue sort of in the middle of the night, as I had taken some extra oof. Yuck. I don't like spots on my coins, folks. Don't like spots. Well, maybe Copper Kingdom will get much nicer next shot around. Oh yeah, I can see that spot from here. Ouch. Sorry. So what we get is what we get. But the issue that I had was severely low blood pressure. It's like cold sweats, very ill feeling. But it passed when I got more rest and got some food inside of me. And basically, I was just way overstressed. Mr. Longy gets the next one. Who gets? Number 29, Mr. Longy here. I can see a little cameo on this one as I'm sliding it under the scope. Well, would you look at that? You have a near cameo coin. This is what cameo looks like, folks. It's got just a little bit too much shiny, I think, to go cameo with PCGS. But it is a pretty nice coin. Ah, look at that. We're struck through. That's a struck through fiber. That's a nice one right there. Not sure what kind of struck through fiber this is, but it is a struck through fiber. A bristle? You think so? I'm thinking that's very possible. Bristle of some sort. Kind of bent around. Sort of looks like it's bent around like a wire of some type. That's awesome. On a more or less cameo coin. I mean, this isn't going to grade cameo, but you could call it a cameo. Because, well, it's pretty close. Of course, to grade cameo, we have to be grading on both sides of the coin. But there's that struck through. That's cool. That's pretty awesome. Let's look at the reverse side. We don't have cameo on the reverse. We're missing cameo here. Well, maybe not. Looks like we're kind of missing a little cameo on the central design features. There's another struck through. And another. Are those struck throughs or are those fibers from my glove? Nope, that's a struck through right there. On the E. Must have been fibers left over on the die. They struck the coin through fibers left over on the die from somebody brushing the die off. What? Do we have a double die here? Is this a double die with a cameo and struck throughs? How much better does it get? Well, I guess Dan could tell you. I think I might be seeing hub doubling here. Let me get my top back on. What happened? Oops. Sorry, folks. Just a second here. Get my Camera snapped back into place. My camera fell out of the holder slightly. All right. Back to what we were looking at. Let's see here. I do see a little bit of doubling on the outside edge of the wheats, but I'm not sure this one's going to be enough to actually do anything with. It's kind of hard to tell if this is going to be a lister or not. Wait, that looks like it could be doubled. We'll zoom out. Take a look at the rest of the lower. Oh, bam. What do we have here? Huh. I'm going to have to take a good close look at this one. I thought I said doubling there, and now I am suddenly unable to. Nah, it's there. There's doubling, I think. I'm debating with myself. And you guys are getting to listen to it. Here's my 25-cent tour. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's got doubling on it. See the separation line? The separation line goes all the way. There's a separation line on the very outer edge of the right wheat going all the way up. Hang on. Past the wheat lines. Oh, stop it, Chuck. You're making people sick. I'll have to take a much better, closer look at this coin later. It's just kind of hard to do right here. But it looks like we have some doubling. Okay, so I will hold this coin off to the side. Mr. Longy, you got yourself at least really nice struck through. So we do have some interesting stuff coming out of this roll. Coin number 27 is a major double die obverse. Four minor double die reverses plus another one possible double die reverse with struck throughs. All for $5 a coin. What do we have here? It's zoomed in way too far. Let's see what we have when we zoom out to normal. Now, what would be really special is to find more double dies like the really nice ones in this roll, because, well, they are kind of scarce. You ordered a Bolomo today. Very nice. Bolomo is definitely what you need to be using. I tried to contact them to become one of their quote-unquote distributor dealers, and I actually lived, oddly enough, I lived in the same town in which those were distributed in the United States. They come from Boca Raton, Florida. And I couldn't get them to respond to me. That's kind of bad because I could have been a good dealer for them. Because I like their loop. I use their loop. I recommend their loop. Other people bought their loop based on my recommendation because I use it. Well, and 4 out of 5 dentists surveyed said it's a nice loop. Yeah, I see nothing else on the reverse of this one. Mr. Hampton has a normal coin. It's not all spotty and icky. Just a good normal coin. That's coin number 30. Let's take a look at coin number 31. Oh, we've been here for over an hour. I got another one coming up at 8:30 tonight. 8:30 Eastern Time. 8:30 Eastern Time will be the other 1999 S roll. That's interesting. That has to be from the packaging machine. Got a little bit more of it right there. So that's smushed out just a little bit. You can see that it has characteristics of being squashed after the die left the chamber, or after the coin left the chamber. And it's not typical damage because typical damage would be scratched up everywhere. So this appears to be mint-caused packaging damage. 1956 proof sets were in flat packs, cello packs. Each coin was cello sealed inside of a little pocket of its own. And this one picked up just a little bit of damage from that process. Won't grade as high as others simply because of that. But it's otherwise a very nice coin. Would that be the one with the Coin Dragon? Would that be the one with the struck-throughs? That belongs to Mr. Wolf. Let's see. Thank you, sir. I will go back and I will make sure I watch this as I'm going back through these coins, as I usually do, so I can tell exactly what happened. Not that I love listening to myself, but it makes a very good reference point. Okay, coin number 32. Coin number 32 to Mr. Dowdle. And I see nothing on the obverse. We have a non-cameo coin. Flip this light down just a little bit. Make it a little less intense. And on the obverse, what do I see? Well, yet another normal coin. So we get normal coins and rolls. It happens. If every coin was a double die, they'd be really cool, but they'd be worthless. You ordered the lanyard too. I need to have a Balomo lanyard. I don't have one. Oh, next coin belongs to Mr. Dowdle as well. And this one I can see from here has a little bit of hazing on it. Yep, it's hazy and spotty. That's too bad. Sometimes these things just spot. Looks like maybe at one time this one was dipped or washed or something. A really nice double die, even in this condition, would be worth money. So we're checking this over real closely just to make sure, just to see what we have or don't have. We have a normal proof. I have a method of working with this coin. If Mr. Dowdle would want me to do that, that can take that haze and the spottiness off of it, but the color from those spots is going to remain. I do not reveal my methods simply because I don't want people repeating those methods and screwing up a lot of coins not knowing what they're doing. Good morning. Waking everybody up here. Let's see. Mr. Longy gets the next coin. Let's see what Mr. Longy has. Yeah. So it looks like it's had some exposure issues too. Okay, we need to get away from these and get back to really nice, shiny, bright coins that have huge double dies on them. How does that sound? How does that grab you? Huh? That is a double die. Yeah. There you go. Major, major double die. Right there. Bam. That's it. That's the big one. Let me turn this around. Look, the A. The M. Look at that E. That's almost 2 times the proper thickness for those letters. That R. Look at the C. Damn, this is huge, people. Huge. Big double die. Now, look down here. See how big that is? Major double die reverse. And here's the other wheat. Now, as you go up toward the top, they become more or less normal. But you can still see doubling at the top. Not much, but it's kind of there. See your elongated dot? Egg-shaped dot? Your P, your L. You got separation lines on pluribus. But the feature of this double die isn't that little bit of doubling that you get at the top. The feature of this double die is the massive doubling you have at the bottom. This is FS listed. This will get you a very handsome premium. Well, Steve, we still don't know that you're not going to end up with really nice coins in the 99s, because we still have another roll of 99s to go through, in which some of the people here are involved. That is nice. Really nice. This is probably at least a $75 coin, even in this condition. Nice, nice. Major double die reverse there. $1956 FS 801 and proof 66. It would be a $125 coin. Yeah, 2 FS coins in this roll. Very nice, very nice. Okay. Well, Mr. Lunky gets himself a beautiful coin. Nice, nice double die. I was hoping this would be the case with this roll. So we've got 2 major FS listed dies here. 2 different ones. Let's see if we get any others. Copper Kingdom. Copper Kingdom gets the next coin in the roll, and what do we have? Oof, yuck. Big old carbon spot. That's a science experiment right there. Let's see. No doubling on the obverse. Let's look at the reverse. I can see that spot from here. Is that a... There's a struck through. Here we have a struck through. Get a little bit back for our efforts. Got a little struck through fiber going on over there. Nothing else on this one though. Normal coin with a little struck through. Oh, this roll is a winner. Typically, you're going to pay $175, $200 for a good roll of 56 proofs. And so far, we've turned that up in double dies just in a few coins in the roll. All these coins are worth at least $5 a piece, as they are, because you can get that out of them. Here's Mr. Longy again. And Mr. Longy gets... Well, this time he gets a nice coin. I don't want to speak too soon, but it appears to be a nice coin. So a little bit of cameo left on the lettering. Nothing else on the obverse. Let's see what's on the reverse. Now you guys see why I'm looking down here? Got ourselves a beautiful double die. So I'm just looking for any sign that we have another one. But in this particular case, it appears that we do not. What do we have over there on the right wheat? See if I might have a little bit of doubling in the hairlines over here. Maybe. Maybe. No, I'm not seeing it. Okay. Normal coin. But man, we've run into a lot of nice ones here. All right. Mr. Longa gets himself a decent but normal coin. Majestic sound of coins. Let's see what you got. Now I'm like super excited to go through the rest of the roll. It's like people are actually winning here, and I love that. 1956. We're beating the mint at its own game. Let's see. Not seeing anything on this one. I don't know what an SAN is. I figure out pictures for the SAN. Not sure what an SAN is. It's probably something obvious that I should know, but I don't. Oop. No. Yes. No. No. Not a double die. Thought we ran into one. But we didn't. Standard attribution nomenclature. Standard attribution nomenclature? I'm not sure where we're coming from on that. Never heard it called that. Alright, next coin in the roll. Mr. Dowdle. Well, pretty nice coin, but no doubling on the obverse. Let's take a look at the reverse. I'm going to look down here first. Okay, there's nothing down there. Let's see what we've got up here. Nothing up here, so we have another normal coin. Nice but normal, as it appears. Let me check that right weed again. Yeah, normal. Okay. So Mr. Dowdle has a normal coin there. That's number 38. Let's take a look at coin number 39. Bulldog. Let's see what Bulldog gets. Well, we're running out of opportunity for very nice double dice, but we do still have nearly a dozen coins left. Let's see what we come up with. This appears to be something. Let's look at the bottom of that G. That is... I have to check this one out real closely, because it appears as though we do have hub doubling on the bottom of the G. But not the O or the D or the W or the E. But we have hub doubling on the G. That is strange. Strange things indeed. Okay, it looks like we may have it on N. What about Liberty? Well, this one looks strange for sure. So you can see it there on the bottom of the D. You can see it here on the bottom of the O. But it's nice here on the bottom of the G. I'll have to take a better look at it later under the microscope and see what I can find. This could be machine doubling, but it's not registering as machine doubling to me right now. So you can see it right there at the top of the ridge of the G. I don't know. I'm going to take Mr. Bulldog's coin and move it off to the side and take a better look at it later. No, we've already got this blown up. Let's take a look at this now. Okay, nothing down there. Let me move up to the upper left wheat. Nothing there. Upper right wheat. Nothing there. So now we can zoom out and call this one probably a normal coin. Yep, we're going to go with normal on this one. So this one goes to Bulldog. Proof, 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 proof. I like proof coins. Proof coins are nice. I always get excited with proof coins. Let's see who's next. CM Silver. Well, let's see what CM Silver gets with his next coin. Got no doubling on the obverse. And on the reverse, just kind of being extra special careful, trying not to miss anything here. I mean, because you got your BAM double dies, and then you've got your not so BAM double dies that are kind of hard to see. You got to kind of really play with them. Under a scope like this, makes them difficult to see, actually. Even the nice ones can be a little difficult to see under a scope like this. That's just with proof coins. Mint state coins, a lot easier. Mr. Hampton. Mr. Hampton will get coin number 41 in the roll. Yeah, we've got nothing on the obverse. If you'll notice, I haven't really bothered going through these coins trying to look for markers to see what markers we've got, like I do most of the time with the rolls that we go through. The reason for that is because this is a proof roll. And given that it's a proof roll, there's no chance that it was a bank-wrapped original roll or anything like that, and there's very, very little chance that all these coins were minted on the same day. And even less of a chance that they were all minted by a same little pack of dies. So it doesn't really matter that we look for markers from coin to coin. If we go through an original roll, I like to look for markers from coin to coin simply because if I find a really nice marker on the obverse, like a big die scratch or something, then I know before I flip it over to the reverse, second time I see that scratch on the obverse, I kind of know what to expect on the reverse. Sissy Atwell gets the next one. Well, let's see what Sissy gets. My heart jumps to my throat every time I throw one of these under the scope. So I keep thinking that, well, there's a chance we're going to get a really good one. Not seeing anything here. Okay, not on that one. Unfortunately, we have a typical 1956 proof Lincoln cent. It happens. It happens. Deanne, the locator of the beautiful double die obverse earlier. Let's see what she gets now. Little fiber sitting on top of the coin. Possibly from my gloves. On the reverse we have ooh, we might have a minor double die reverse here. I think there's a good chance of it. Let me zoom in on this one, take a better look at the hair. Little wheat lines, a little hair things going on there. No. There does appear to be a little elongation going on the dot. Let me check the other dot. The other dot looks normal. No doubling over here at all. I guess maybe I was just seeing things. Maybe just seeing things. Yeah. I thought maybe for a moment I was seeing a double die, but I guess I wasn't. Guess I was fooling myself. Okay, it looks like we got 7 coins left in the roll. Let's see what we've got for the next coin. Let's find out first who it belongs to. There's coin number 43. And coin number 44 belongs to Adam Chambers. Adam, sir, this coin is for you. And I want to be slapped in the face with these coins. I want these things to just knock me out of my chair. But I'm not seeing anything on the obverse on this one. Nothing up here. Nothing up here. Nothing down there. Looks like we have a normal coin. Un normal coin. Coin number 45. Coin number 45 will belong to Bulldog. Let's see what Bulldog gets. Coin number 45. Is that a little... I think that's a fiber sitting on top of the coin. So we had one near cameo coin come out of this. Which, there's some chance it could grade cameo. Cameo 1956 proof Lincoln cents are a little tough to come by. They're not rare. They're a little tough to come by. Nothing out of the ordinary here so far. Nothing out of the ordinary here. So it appears as though we are going to get to walk away with a normal coin again. All right, that's coin number 45. Let's take a look at coin number 46, which will belong to CM Silver. CM Silver is coin number 46, on which we have a normal obverse. Yep, it appears to have a normal obverse. Let's see what we have on the reverse. Adjust my scope here again. There we go. Get a little bit of distance here. It's choking me. A normal coin there. That's CM Silver. We got just about 1 hour until I come back on for a 1999 S proof roll. I would love to see you guys all there. Here's Benjamin Marler. We're going to be looking to see if we can discover any new double dies, of which we know of none yet, or we can find some close AM proof reverses, which is possible. Because, well, as you can see from this roll, these haven't been gone through. They've not been dug through for varieties or anything. So there's any chance we could be finding goodies in here. There, this is how I had it in the beginning. Nice, easy to see the doubling, easy to see everything that's on the coin. Hey, yes. You know, I wish I'd done that through like 3/4 of the rest of the roll, make it a lot easier for me. This one is a normal coin. Benjamin Marler coin number 47 is a normal coin. I don't remember exactly. The ones that the 1999 S close AM silver or close AM proof coins that I had run into in sets. I've found 4 of them. They were all in the silver sets. I don't know that they're not in the clad sets. I just know that the ones I found were in silver sets, and I didn't look in any prestige sets. Thing about prestige sets is a lot of people are mighty proud of those. They don't like letting them go for the kind of money that would be normal, consistent with buying a coin that you would pop out of a set like that and get basically double to triple what you would pay for the whole set. I would prefer to have something that gets me a little better return. Hey, will you look at that? Will you look at that? That looks like it is. Nice little double die reverse going on here. This one's not going to have the separation in the wheat, but you can see that it has a lot of extra spread. You can see that egg-shaped dot between the E and the P. You can see the extra thickness in the L, U, R, the B, the U, the S, this dot over here, the word unum. Wait a minute. Is this? It is a double die reverse down there. This is a nice one. This may not be the FS listed one, but it is nice. You can see the extra thickness in the E and the R and the C. So you've got double. Look how thick that is. See how thick that lower right wheat stem is? Let's look at the left. Yeah, it's thick over there too. See the separation line on the outside of the wheat? You have a little tiny dark line running right through the ridge of the outside of the wheat. But the place I really noticed this first was in the extra thickness. The egg-shaped dot, the extra thickness in the EPL, V pluribus unum. I'm not sure levels of madness. I'm going to have to go through these again to attribute them, to look at them, possibly photograph them for the website. But this is definitely a decent double die reverse, Sissy. So Sissy Atwell got herself a nice double die reverse on coin number 48 in the roll. All the way to the end of the roll. That's the way we do it on proof rolls, because we never know what we are or are not going to find. So we've got ourselves 2 major double die reverses, 1 really nice double die reverse, and 3 or 4 minor double die reverses out of this. Well, Levels of Madness gets coin number 49. Let's see what's on coin number 49 for Levels of Madness. We have a fiber sitting on top of that coin. Let's get this nicely focused. There we go. Let's get my lighting back up so we can see what's going on. And I don't see anything on the obverse on this coin. Let's flip it over and take a look at the reverse. And on the reverse, I see nothing so far. And this is a normal coin. So levels for coin number 49 gets a normal coin. And we are down to the final coin in the roll. Ourselves a little host of double dies in this roll. The last coin, coin number 50, will belong to Jeff Dunn. Jeff Dunn gets this coin. What do we have on this coin? Okay. Nothing special on the obverse. Let's see what we have on the reverse. Anything special? Don't see any doubling up there. I don't see any doubling over there. And I don't see any doubling down there. So it appears that we have a normal coin for the last coin in the roll. So we don't have the grand finale of fireworks and all kinds of colorful things, or we just have a normal coin. So come in with a boom, go out with a piffle. But we do have a full roll here. Oop, let me put Jeff Dunn's name in coin number 50 for Jeff Dunn. There we go. Do have ourselves a full roll, which will not be the case with the 99S roll. I'm going to have to take some from another roll because 50 coins in the modern proofs will not fit in a tube. There we go, folks. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 coins that are potential double dies or nice double dies, one or the other. It was a very nice roll, very excellent roll. I think I have another roll of 56 proof that we might be able to do at some point later on. So we'll have to see how that works out. I got the gloves off. No gloves. I don't like gloves. Okay, folks, I'm going to have to shut down and go eat something real quick so I don't have blood sugar issues. And I will be back at 8:30 Eastern Time. It's 7:45 right now. I think I had an incorrect timing on that one. Please check again for the time. Jeff, I will let you know if I think the coins are going to be anything to grade. I'll let you know when I get them sent to you. Let me go check on my channel real quick and make sure that I've still got this. Dun dun dun. On my channel is, here we go, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. It's about 45 minutes from now. So I'm going to go ahead and shut this down now. I would like to see all of you come back and enjoy the next roll we go through. I think it's going to be awesome. But that's just me. Yeah, these were super nice. I'm glad that we have rolls like this once in a while. It kind of gives a little justice to what I do. That shows that not only am I an honest guy, and I'm honest about how I deal in coins, but I can also provide something that's a nice collectible at a good price to people who can enjoy what they're getting. That's my whole. I guess it's really my whole point. That's really what I want to do. So there we go. Join me back on my channel at 8:30 Eastern. That's 45 minutes from now. And we will go through a 1999 S proof roll. Ciao, folks.